Hello, this is Jamie with Creations Misfit, and today I'm going to show you how to make this triangle granny square bag. So I know you can't see the whole thing here. I'll put up a picture of what it looks like finished, and the one that I'm going to do with you today as well. And this is really easy, really simple repeat, so let's go ahead and get started. What you will need today is some size 4 yarn. I used this Red Heart Super Saver Ogo. I don't usually love Red Heart yarn, it's kind of scratchy to me, but this one it feels a little thicker even though it's a size 4. And this is jewel tone, and there's 236 yards in here. You're going to use a total of, I don't know, maybe like 325 yards, something like that. I used one of these and then a little bit of the second one. And then you will need, we get it here, a 5.5 millimeter hook, a yarn needle to sew in your ends, a pair of scissors, and a stitch marker for, I mean, those of you who like to use them. It's optional. So I just want to preface this by saying that I will put all the instructions on the screen. I know that I sound nasally, and that's sometimes bothersome to some people, so I get it. But if you don't want to listen to me, you could just put it on mute, and you can just follow along on the screen with the instructions, okay? And if I'm going too quickly for you, you can slow it down. You can either pause and come back, or you can slow your speed on YouTube. And if I'm going too slow for you, you can speed it up. So just some options for you. All right, so this bag is made with three panels, or 3 granny squares. I've already made 2 for the bag that we're going to do today, and I will just show you how to make 1 more, and then you'll make 2 on your own. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like, and I'm going to go ahead and get started here with my yarn. And we're going to start with a magic circle. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit here. Okay, we're going to start with a magic circle. If you aren't familiar with the magic circle, I do have a video for it, and I will post that in the description box below. I'll also put like a little card up here that you can click on to do the magic to learn the magic circle if you need extra time. You can also just chain 4 and slip stitch into the first chain and then crochet inside of that circle if you'd rather. But this is really easy. Oh, that's probably a little bit too much. Okay, this is how I do mine. I just put it over the back fingers, and then over the front I make an X. Go underneath this part here. Oh, can you hear those sirens? And then go over this one and pull up. And that's your magic circle. And then I'm going to do a chain from there. So just go ahead and go under this one, this piece, and do your chain right there, which secures your magic circle. Okay, and to start, we are going to actually do a total of 3 chains. So we've done 1, we're going to chain up 2 more. And we're going to do 4 clusters into the magic circle. So basically those are each just 3 double crochets. So we have this first chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet, and we're going to do 2 more into the circle for our first cluster. So do a double crochet and another one, and then that will be 3, and that counts as our first cluster. And then we are going to chain up 2, and we're going to do our second cluster. So we just do 3 double crochet inside the circle. Okay, and then we're going to chain 2, and these chain 2s make our corners. You'll see when we get around. And then we're going to do our third cluster, so we do 3 double crochet. And if this is like too loose, you can pull it to tighten it up a little bit. Okay, there's our third. And then we're going to chain 2. And we'll do our last cluster, so 3 double crochet. and then you're going to chain 2 one last time and pull your circle closed, all the way closed here. And we're going to slip stitch into the very first chain 3 that we made. So that very first cluster, you can see the top of the chain 3. Just go ahead and do a slip stitch there. And we've completed round 1. All right, so we have 4 clusters. And for this granny square, we're going to turn our work after every single round. And that makes it so that it doesn't start shifting sideways and getting all distorted. So from here, for round 2, we're going to turn our work. And we're going to do a single crochet into this chain space here. So we're going to do a single crochet. And if you want to use your stitch marker here, you can do that. I'll put it in just to kind of guide you and help see where we started. And then from here, we're going to chain up 3. And we're going to do a single crochet back in that same chain space. And then we're going to chain 3. And we're going to repeat that around. We're going to single crochet into the chain space in the corner. And then we're going to chain up 3. And then single crochet back into that same corner chain space. And then we're going to chain 3. And in the next corner, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet into that same chain space, chain 3, single crochet into the last corner, chain 3, single crochet one more time into that same corner, and then chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch into that, that very first single crochet that we started with, where your stitch marker is. So just go ahead and slip stitch there. Okay, and that's this round 2. And after round 2, you can pull this through or weave it in now if you'd like. I just weave it in at the end. So moving on to round 3, before we turn our work for this one, and the rest of the pattern is going to be a repeat of rows 3 and 4. So starting row 3, we're going to slip stitch into this corner here to get our yarn over to the corner. You're just going to slip stitch to the corner and chain up 3. And then turn your work. And now for round 3, which like I said is going to be our repeat round, we are going to, with this corner, we're going to start and do half of the corner now, and then we're going to finish it when we come around. So for right now, we're going to do this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So we're going to do 2 more double crochet into the corner there. And this will be 1/2 of our corner for now. It doesn't really, you don't really have to know that. I just wanted to explain in case you were confused. Okay, and then in this chain space here, we're going to do 3 double crochet. And then in the corner, there's a little space there for the corner. You're going to do 3 double crochet. And then you're going to chain 3, and you're going to do 3 more double crochet into that same corner, the same chain space. So this is our cluster round. We're just making clusters all the way around. So then you have a chain space, so you go and do 3 double crochet inside of that. And then when you get to the corner, you're going to do 3 double crochet. chain 2, and then 3 more double crochet into the corner. And this is our repeat around. So go ahead and finish up the next 2 sides doing the same thing. And when we get to the end, I will show you how to finish up that last corner. So I'm going to put mine, I'm going to finish up mine. Just go ahead and pause the video and do the next 2 sides, and we'll come together at the end of this round. Okay, I'm back to that very first corner. And if you remember, I said we did half of the corner already. So we have 3 double crochets there. And that's half the cluster, or that's 1 cluster, but we have to do 2 clusters in each corner. So from here, we are going to just do 3 more double crochet in that corner space. And then we're going to chain 2. And we will slip stitch to the top of that very first chain 3. Okay. And that finishes up our round 3. So from here, we are going to turn our work, and we're going to start round 4. So like I said, rounds 3 and 4 are going to be our repeat pattern from here on out. So for round 4, we're going to do a single crochet inside that chain space. And then we're going to chain up 3. And we're going to do another single crochet in that same chain space. And this is kind of like basically like round 2 there. And then from here, we're going to single crochet, or I'm sorry, we're going to chain 3. And this will be the repeat all the way around for this. And then we're going to single crochet in between the next 2 clusters. So just right in between these 2 clusters here, there's a space. You're just going to single crochet right in there. And then chain 3. And then single crochet in between the next 2 clusters. And once this starts getting bigger, every round you'll have more clusters to go in between. Okay, so chain 3. And now we are at the corner again. So for the corners, we're going to do a single crochet, chain 3, and then a single crochet back into the same corner. All right, then moving on, we chain 3, single crochet in between the clusters, chain 3. There's another set of clusters here, so we single crochet in between those, chain 3, and you're back at a corner again. So you do a single crochet inside the corner, chain 3, and another single crochet in that same corner. All right, so go ahead and finish up the next 2 sides, and when you get to the end, I will come back and we'll finish up this round. Okay, I just did my last chain 3, and we're going to slip stitch into that very first single crochet that we did. So don't go into the corner here, but here's the very first single crochet. I'm sorry, I forgot to mark it with the stitch marker, but we're just going to single crochet there, or slip stitch there. And then if you remember from before, we need to get into the corner before we turn our work. So we're going to slip stitch into the corner. And then to start round 3 again, because we're going to repeat rounds 3 and 4, this is going to be our cluster round. We chain up 3 and then turn our work. And excuse me, from here, you're just going to repeat rounds 3 and 4. So I'll start this one with you, and then I'll come and start round 4 with you, and then let you be until the end of this piece. All right, so we have chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. And remember, we're going to just do half of this corner now and half when we come around. So we need to do 2 more double crochet into the corner here. And if you want, you can mark that very first chain 3 so that you know where you're at when you come back around. And then we're just going to do 3 double crochet in every chain space. And like I said, every round is going to give you more of these spaces. So I can't tell you, you know, do the next 3 spaces or whatever, because every round's going to be different. But you're just going to do 3 double crochet in every chain space. Okay, and then we have a chain space here, so we'll do 3. And then 1 more chain space before the corner. Oh, looks like my yarn is knotted. All right, and then when we get to the corner here, we do 3 double crochet, or yeah, 3 double crochet. Chain 2. And then 3 more double crochet in the same corner. And then you're just going to repeat around. So go ahead and finish up this round. I'll come back at the end to show you one more time how we finish off the corner. And just pause your video and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back at the beginning where we started. So remember, we have to finish off the second part of our corner here. So we do 3 double crochet into that corner space where we already have 3 double crochet, or a chain 3 and 2 double crochet, but and then we chain 2, and then we slip stitch to the top of the chain 3 there. Slip stitch, and that round is finished. So let me just start this last part of round 4 with you, or the first part of round 4, and then I'll let you finish the sides by yourself. So from here, you're going to turn your work, and we do a single crochet in the corner chain space. You can mark that if you'd like. And then we chain 3 and do a single crochet in that same space. And then chain 3, and we single crochet in between each of the clusters. Chain 3. So this will be your repeat all the way around. So this is considered the single crochet row, which is round 4. And then round 3 is the cluster row, where we actually do all of our clusters. So to finish this, I'm gonna just go off and do it on my own, but just so you know what size you're going to do, let me zoom out here. You are going to do 6 rows of clusters all together. So right now we have 3 rows of clusters. If you start here where we began and you just count 1, 2, 3, you can see where the cluster rows are. You don't have to necessarily count. We're going to do 5 rows of the single crochet, but that doesn't really matter because it's easier to just count the clusters. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'll show you on this big one that I have finished already. Okay, you can see where we started here, the 4 that we started with. So just count like the top one there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clusters, and you'll end with the cluster row, which is row 3. Okay, so once you get that done, you're going to make 3 of these granny squares all together. So I am going to put up on the screen here the instructions for rounds 1 through 4, just so you remember how to start and you don't have to rewind the video and go back and do it all again. And then just remember that you're going to repeat rounds 3 and 4, and you're going to end with round 3 when you get to the 6 clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense. And then I will see you after you have 3 full panels, 3 full granny squares. Okay, so we'll see you shortly. Okay, so I'm back after finishing my 3rd one, and hopefully you've done all 3 of yours now. When you're done, just go ahead and tie off and sew in your ends where you started and then where you finished. And if you're done with that, then we can move on. Otherwise, go ahead and pause your video and do that portion. Okay, so moving on, we are going to put this together. So first of all, we're just going to take one of these and fold it up in half like this. Okay, and then the next one, we're going to make sure that you can kind of tell the front and back. Make sure that the front is on the outside. And then this one is going to go on the bottom like this. And the last one, fold up, and it will go like this. All right, so that's how we're going to piece it together. But for now, you just need the right side and the bottom, so you can put the other one to the side. And we are going to reattach our yarn. So basically all we're going to do is sew, or not sew, we're going to single crochet all the way down this part and then around the back. And we're going to do that, single crochet them together. So to start, I'm just going to find this middle part here where we have like a little space, and then find the same space on the other side to match it up. And put your hook through there, and that's where I'm going to attach my yarn. And I'll do a single crochet, or a slip stitch there. And then I'm going to single crochet into that space, into that same space that I just attached. And I'm just going to pull my yarn behind me here. You can weave it in later if you want, but I just pull it with me. Okay, so we're going to do a single crochet right there. And then you're just going to single crochet all the way down. So you're going to go into the side here and this side here, match them up, and just single crochet in every stitch all the way down. And make sure you're matching them up equally. Whoops. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just make sure you're matching them up equally and single crochet all the way down. Sorry, I keep slipping out of here. You're going to go all the way down to the corner, and when you get to the corner, you have the corner space here. You're going to do 2 single crochet into the corner space together, and then it will turn and you'll go up the other side. So I'll go all the way down to the corner space, and I'll meet you right back and then show you how to flip it. All right, I've gotten down to the bottom here, and if you're off a stitch, like, you know, if you have one more on one side or the other, it's okay. Just go into one of them twice, but hopefully you're matched up. So at the corner here, we're just going to go underneath both sides, and we're going to do 2 single crochet into that corner chain space. All right, and then you're just going to turn your work and work back up. Make sure this is folded over. Work back up this side to for the back. So just match them up and keep going from there. We have a piece of hair in here. All right, and then when you get to the top, we will just finish off, and we'll do 1 single crochet in the corner space there, and then we'll go to the other side. So you can tie off and weave in your end when you get to the top here. All right, I finished up on the other side. I just have that last corner to go into. So I'm just going to do my last single crochet there, and then I just do a chain and tie off. All right, so that's where we're at so far. Whoops. And it might just come out like a full square like that, but you'll just put it back together like that. All right, and so from here, and so this is going to be, sorry if that confused you, it might like come out to a square, but that's okay. Just fold it back up to where we have it, that it looks like this side, the bottom, and then grab your 3rd square and match it up to the other side here. And we're just going to do the exact same thing that we did on this side. So go ahead and put your yarn, start your yarn at the top here in that corner, and grab the corner from your other piece. And just attach your yarn there with a chain. and then single crochet into that space. Make sure you go through both sides and single crochet. And then just go into the first stitch on each side and go all the way down and around just like we did the other side. And then you can, actually don't tie off when you get to the end of that part. I'll meet you back after you've done this whole side. Okay, I finished up the second side, so now your whole purse should be together, or your bag should be together. I actually do have to go into the top here just to finish off. So I do one single crochet into that middle stitch, or that middle chain space. And then from here, we are going to just single crochet all the way around here. Like, we're going to go up, down the back, up, and all the way back to where we started here. And we're just going to single crochet all the way around. So you're going to start here and do one single crochet into that chain space. And this is just going to be like a border. And then from there, just single crochet in every chain, or every single crochet around until you get, so you'll go up, down the back. Just follow this all the way around until you get back to the beginning here, and we will slip stitch into the very first single crochet that we made, and then we'll just do the handle and we'll be finished. And if you want, you can do this more than once. Where's my other bag? I just did it one time around this one. I just went around one time with the dark brown. But if you want this to be a little thicker, you could go around it, you know, 2-3 times, whatever you'd like. I'm just going to do one for mine, and then I will meet back up. Sorry, just a side note, when you get up to the top and on both sides here, make sure that you do 2 single crochet in the top corner there, where that space is. Okay, we're almost done here. I do want to say that you can, if you want to close this up somehow, I just leave mine open, but if you want to put like a snap on there, you could do that, or a button with, you know, just maybe attach some yarn and do like a chain of 10 or 12, and then put a button on the other side so that you can close it up, or whatever you want to do, you can definitely do that. I'm not showing anything because I just leave mine open. All right, so let's go ahead and do the strap, and then we'll be finished. So you're going to go onto the side here, or either side, and we're going to attach our yarn. So if you see in the middle here where this middle stitch is, there's 2 stitches on there because we did 2 in the corners, and then you're going to attach your yarn to 2 stitches over from that. Okay, so not this one, but the next one. Just go ahead and attach whatever color yarn you'd like and do a slip stitch there to enclose it. And then we're going to do 6 single crochet across. So you're going to do a single crochet in that very stitch that you just went into. All right, single crochet there, just pull that tight. And then in the next, do a single crochet, and then the next 2 will be the 2 in here. 3, sorry, I have to get my yarn. Okay, 4, 5, and 6. That will make sure that it's even because we did 2 on each side of the middle. And then you're just going to chain 1 and turn, and we're just going to do this all the way for as long as your strap is. We're going to do a single crochet, 6, in each stitch that we just did. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then single crochet, turn, and go back and forth. And you can make your strap as long as you want. If you just want to do a little handbag, or if you want to do something like a crossbody bag, you'll want to do longer. I can't really tell you how long to do it because it's just up to you. I'm not sure how long this one, let me just measure this one real quick. Okay, this one is about 35 inches long, and I made it that long so that I could put it over my body like a crossbody bag, and it fits well like that. And with some, you know, once you have some things in it too, it will stretch out a little bit, so just keep that in mind. All right, so just go ahead and make yours as long as you want. I'm just gonna let you do yours on your own time here, but I did want to say thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Please be kind. I can definitely take criticism, but please, you know, if you have something to say, please be kind about it. And if you do make this, I'd love to hear how it worked out for you or what yarns you used. You could definitely use a different size yarn. You know, it would just change the size of the bag a little bit. And what colors you used or who you're making it for. I really love to hear who's or how these projects work out once you use them. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you. You can check out some of my other videos. I have a lot of pattern videos up. I have stitch tutorials, yarn hauls and reviews. I do giveaways every so often, but I would love to have you on the channel, so please take a look at some other things too. I do have, I don't know, I have over 100 and something videos now, but I'm always adding to them. If there's something specific you'd like to see me make a video for, please let me know below as well. I'd be happy to try and do that for you. I have like a list of videos that I want to do, but you know, sometimes things just get in the way. So I am working on new stuff all the time. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you. And like I said, I have a lot of videos up already. I have a lot of hats and scarves, and I have bags and cup cozies and blankets and stuffies and gosh, what else? I have a couple of mystery videos up where they're just short videos, but I tell you what kind of yarn to use and how much you need, and then you crochet along with me without knowing what you're making. It's just small projects, so it doesn't take long, but something fun to do and break up the monotony of maybe a large project or something. So please take a look, and yeah, if you could like the video, that would be helpful too. And if you're on social media, I am on Instagram and TikTok at Creations Misfit. So if you do make any of my projects, I'd love to see them. You can tag me in them or send them to me over on Instagram. That would be great. So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll come back at the very end just to show you how to finish off, and we will be done. All right, once you have your strap at the length that you want, you can go ahead and tie off and just leave a tail to sew that in. Just leave like, I don't know, maybe 8-10 inches. All right, and then you'll just need to grab your sewing needle, and we're just going to sew it to the other side. So make sure that it's super straight. You don't want to sew it on lopsided. And go ahead and thread your needle with the end here. All right, and then on the other side, you're going to count 6 stitches like we did before. So if you want to look in the middle here, you can see those 2 are the middle stitches. You're going to go 2 over to the right. Or if your string is on the other side, then you'll go 2 to the left and start there instead. But mine, I'm going to start 2 to the right, and I'm just going to go through this stitch here and pull my yarn through. Whoops. Okay, and then I'm going to go through the first stitch on the strap, and I'm going to go back through that same stitch there just to make sure that that's tight. And then you'll go through the second stitch on the strap and the next stitch on the bag. We'll do that all the way across. The third. Fourth. Fifth. And sixth. And then I usually go through the sixth a second time, both sides. Okay, and then you can I just go and put it down here so that we can get to the inside of the strap. And just weave in your end there. So that's it. I hope that this bag was fun for you, and I hope that you really enjoyed it. Like I said, please check out my other videos, subscribe, like. You can leave a comment below and follow me on the socials or tag me in your projects. I'd love to see them. So thank you for watching. I hope you all have a really great day, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.